Hi everyone, Troy Richardson with Momentum Engineering. I want to share with you some of the insights that I received after 100 Zipline accident investigations. Headrest Technologies came out with this white paper that talked about this emergency brake needs and requirements when a zipline is in excess of 6 miles per hour. Now the problem with that is 6 miles per hour comes up really fast. This little short zipline that I'm going to show you is only 70 feet long. The elevation difference between platform and platform is literally 12 feet. Very little. And we're reaching speeds on 2 of the lines. This line happens to be a little slower.
No bounce there on that line. Got him at 11. Yeah. Got him at 11.
And so at 11 miles per hour,
yeah,
you need an emergency brake. And all of these individuals that I've investigated, these 100 accidents, many of them did not have the proper emergency brake. The zipline speed was well over 6 miles per hour and no emergency brake was available. Huge problem. You can see that braking related problems have dominated my investigations. And so that's why I've decided to help the industry by writing letters and explaining that this is a big problem and we need to solve it. And the standards listened. ACCT was first because I ripped through their June 10th, 2022 Tire Committee article that was comparing cars who have emergency brakes with ziplines. Ludicrous. Hi everyone, Troy Richardson here, Momentum Engineering. I'm here in my office. I'm going to show you some of the products that I have made and then some of my competitors' products that aren't doing the job. So the first product that I made was the Park City Mountain Resort Zipline Trolley. Now this big behemoth, 25 pounds, paid for Park City Mountain Resort in 6 months. Believe it or not, this Zipline Trolley has kept Park City Mountain Resort safe for over 22 years. Now the industry is not safe. You know, back in 2020, Cameron Anus, who is in this article later in this video, talked to us about the zipline accidents being 6 to 7 per 100,000 in the year 2016. Now, to put that into context, half of them were braking related. So if we can stop half of the braking related accidents, let's do it. So my competitor makes a spring. And I used to make these springs. These are what we put on Park City Mountain Resort. But the spring wire makes a difference because the smaller the wire, the easier this spring compresses. So you have to have 10 of one wire diameter, 10 of another wire diameter, and so on based on your arrivals. Another problem in the industry that I see, because I've investigated 100 accidents, is this common denominator. Yep, a two-wheeled trolley. That some people say it's a braking trolley. It's not. It's an acceleration trolley. You know, they're saying gravity braking doesn't happen. The problem with gravity braking is you come down and once everybody's at that lowest point on the cable, now the bigger, heavier riders have more energy, hence momentum engineering. Look it up. And so these trolleys, if they do not have the appropriate emergency brake that resets itself, they are causing a lot of accidents and more than they should. We should mandate these be eliminated from any ziplining that uses human beings because it is injuring people at the rate of now 15 per 100,000. Yeah, Cameron Anus, 15 per 100,000 is what he predicted in his article, and you'll see that later in the video. But we have solutions. My website is ziplinebrakingsolutions.com. It's also zipsafe.org. We provide safer ziplines and components that will reduce accidents. So let's talk about what we did. As we started investigating these accidents, we realized that 25-pound trolley could not work in a zipline tour where the patron is dragging that 25. They wouldn't do it. So we had to develop a 3-pound trolley. So the difference between this trolley and those other trolleys, those dangerous trolleys that should be banned, is it has a wheel and a brake. And so by locating your zipline rider in different pin placements, this is a test trolley, so you're going to establish your pin placements. By locating them in a pin placement for your slope, all weights of riders come in very closely to the same. Try to do that with this trolley. Heavy weights of riders are going to come in 2 or 3 miles, maybe 4 miles an hour faster than a lightweight rider. Somebody with 1/3 the mass, because an 80-pound rider versus a 240-pound rider, no comparison. The energy is 3 times greater for the 200-pound rider. Now, like I said, the beauty about this one, 30-pound riders. When could you run 30-pound riders? Well, you can with these trolleys. You don't have to eliminate people. And if you want to build it up or beef it up, you could put a 600-pound rider on this, and it'll still stop them safely. Now, another thing that we do, okay, so we send out that test trolley that you just saw, and we give you the pin placements that you need. For this one, there's 1, 2, 3, okay? And so the cool thing is, the little brake here, if it was to fail, we have a fail-safe brake. This is a fail-safe trolley. It's a braking trolley that slows you down, and if that brake happens to fail, you have a backup. Safer solutions with ZiplineBrakingSolutions.com. In the article just recently in 2023, Cameron Anus, he's a insurer at Granite Insurance in North Carolina. He published some information that caught my eye. And what it was he was talking about the number of claims and the errors and operator errors like you're seeing on this. One thing he did say was that he predicted about 15 accidents based on the current numbers in 2022 based on over the course of statute of limitations. So there's a huge problem. These zip lines need emergency brakes and they don't have them. People are getting hurt, and your zip lines need to know what the arrival speeds are to ensure that you have an emergency brake. But different weights of riders come in at different speeds. Look at that. You know, looks like a smaller weighted rider, but she came in at a different speed. And so mass makes a difference. The weight of a rider makes a difference. And you've got to pay attention to these problems that are occurring in the industry, because braking related problems can be solved, but you need to know what your arrival speeds are. Get yourself a $150 speed gun, which is about 98% accurate. Now granted, this guy's coming in a little slower because it's the slow trolley. And we're gonna check it again, because we want to check these several times. You want to know the different weights of riders and how fast they're coming in on your zip line at different times of year. It's easy to pack a speed gun out and see, oh shoot, we're 11 miles an hour, so we're above the speed limit. Now we're at risk for a lawsuit. If she happens to get hurt, we're screwed. And we don't want that. Nobody wants to pay higher insurance, and surely I don't, because I sell safety systems. I sell braking systems that work. Zip lines are dangerous if they don't have a zip line braking system that's appropriately designed. Get one. Let me help you. Zipsafe.org.
See how much farther she went?